Okay, so very good evening, all of you who have just joined right now. Very good evening. We will start with today's internship meeting. I have told people who have like their presentation schedule, please raise your hand. If your presentation is scheduled, please raise your hand. I have just cross-checked the name of people who have raised their hand. Their presentation is scheduled. So I will call their name one by one. And if you have any kind of general queries, then please ask it when the all the presentation are over. Don't ask it right now because they will be overlooked. So first person for the presentation is Simran Khan.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, very good evening. Please
My
start.
name is Simran Khan and I'm from Cyber Batch, joined on 16th Feb. So today I'm going to present and demonstrate my task, which is software cracking. Sir, can I share my screen?
Yes, please share your screen.
Sir, it is showing host disabled participant share.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, now I have allowed it.
So first of all, we will see what is software cracking and why we use it.
Wait, Simran, just wait.
Yes, sir.
Wait for a minute. Please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sir,
now start with your self introduction, task introduction, then start with your presentation.
okay, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Simran Khan, and today I am presenting my task: how and software runs after it is cracking. In short, it is software cracking. So first of all, we will start with its objective, that what is software cracking and why we use it, and after that we will look for its procedure along with its demonstration. So the first question, which was what is software cracking? Software cracking is, in simple words, it is the modification of software. Means we can remove or modify the unwanted password or anything which make us unable to access that particular software, and we can bypass the limitation and have access that software. And the second question is why we use software cracking. So for this I will use a hook story. Like सपोज मतलब जैसे हम सब अभी कॉलेज में है, तो अगर मान लो आपको 2 दिन का टाइम दिया गया है कि आपको 2 दिन में आपका एक प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट करना है, तो उसके लिए आपको एक वेबसाइट आपने सर्च की है जो आपके यूज की है, बट वो आपसे बोल रहा है दैट आइदर यू कैन रेंट इट और यू कैन बाय इट। बट आप स्टूडेंट हो, आप इतना नहीं कर सकते अफोर्ड, तो इस टाइम पे आपके पास क्या ऑप्शन रहेगा कि या तो आप वो सॉफ्टवेयर क्रैक करो, यानी कि उसमें जो ऐसे फीचर्स है जो अनवांटेड है, जो आपको अनेबल कर रहे हैं वो सॉफ्टवेयर एक्सेस करने में, उसको आप बायपास कर दो, या फिर आप उसी सॉफ्टवेयर का कोई क्रैक्ड वर्जन यूज कर लो। So at this point of time, we use software cracking. So now we will see the procedure of software cracking. So for this, I will demonstrate. Initially, the very first step is we will create a C program in our notepad. So here I have created a C program in notepad file. So basically this program is very simple. The first line states that hashtag include stdio.h. It states the standard input output statement. Means this command will help in input output processing. The second command is hashtag include stdlibrary.h. After that, we have created a function, and inside that function, we have initialized 3 variables, A, B, and C, and assigned their values as well. After that, inside this function itself, we have applied a condition that if B is equal to 1, that it will print yes, B is equal to 1. Otherwise, it will print no, B is not equal to 1. So here we can see clearly that B is not equal to 1. So our answer will be no, B is not equal to 1. So by using software cracking, what we will do, we will switch this answer without modifying this, without making any changes in this particular program. So for that, first of all, we will save this program. I'm saving it with the name of program1 dot c. So to check whether we have saved our file successfully or not, you can just click here and check. So here we have got our program1.c file. So we have completed our first step, that we have created our program, and now we will move on to the next step, which is that to modify or to make any changes to any file, first of all, we have to convert that file from any extension to .exe extension, means executable file. So for that, here we are using developer command prompt. To download developer command prompt, you can simply install Visual Studio. When you will install Visual Studio, here you will get tools option, and inside that you will get command line, and here you can see it is developer command prompt, and after that you will save Visual Studio. When you will simply search on your search bar developer command prompt, it will automatically get like this. Here I have got my developer command prompt. So using this developer command prompt, now I will convert my .c file in .exe file. So for that, first of all, I will change the path of this. So let me check where. This is the path where I have saved my file. Simply copy this and we have changed our path. Now to check that what files or any folder is present in this, we will simply check it by using directory. So here we have program1.c. So now, firstly, we will compile this program using command cl. And to convert it into exe, we have some different keywords. If you don't know what are the keywords, you can simply check it using this help button, help command, cl spacebar /question mark. So when we will go through this, it will show you various commands, including that what are the commands for assembly converter, to convert in assembly or to convert in executable or any other same files. So here we have got our
Sorry, Simran, to
command.
interrupt you. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Are you demonstrating the notepad and code? Because I can only see the PPT.
Sir, I am demonstrating the code and
I can
admin.
only see your PPT. You need to share your entire screen so that your demonstration is also visible. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Please go to share screen and share your entire screen.
Yes, sir.
You go in Zoom, there is share screen button.
Yes,
You have
sir.
to click on screen and then click on share. In the basics option, there is screen option.
Yes,
The
sir.
first one.
Sir, is it visible now?
Yes, now your CMD is visible.
Okay, so I'm explaining again. Here I have made a C program, and this is stdio, standard input output. It will help in input output processing. After that, we have command hashtag include. This is for library. After that, we have make a function, and inside that function we have initialized three variables, and also we have assigned their values. And then we have applied condition that if b will equal to be 1, then it will print yes, b is equal to 1. And after, if it is not, the condition is not valid, then it will print no, b is not equal to 1. After that, we have saved our file. Uh, Here we have saved our file. So now to convert our this .c file in .exe, we have go through our this developer command prompt, which can be downloaded using Visual Studio. So what we have done, we have simply here changed our path to the path where we have saved our file. And after that, we can see that here our file is executing program1.c. So now what we have done, we have simply applied this command cl slash question mark. This is for help, that it will tell us all the keywords or any icon that is used for our file to execute in in assembly language or ASM or executable file. Like here we have got this slash fa, this is for executable. For assembly listing it is slash fa, and similarly for object file we have slash fo. So now what we will do, we will compile our program1.c, and also we will convert this in a executable file. So here we have got our .exe file along with program1.obj, means object file. In the folder also you can see that we have got our program.exe, means program.executable file. Now this executable file, we will open this in a disassembler, which is Oli debugger. Here I'm using the Oli debugger, which will help us to modify this particular program1.exe without making any changes in this notepad file. So uh, here, this is the structure of our Oli debugger. The very first section, it is this processor section. If we want a modification for all time, like whenever we run, we want that modification, then we have to make changes in this processor section. And if we want that, we want to modify just once, so then we modify in this this portion where we have stored RAM. So basically in Oli debugger, we have four portions. First is processor section. Second is register. Third is this address, where all the addresses are stored along with ASCII values. And the fourth one is RAM address. It is more having a technical part, so I'm not going much into it. It is simply like here we have address of that particular instructions in hexadecimal, and here in the human language, so that we can understand. And here we have registers and all this RAM, and for this we have ASCII. If we want this our program to load here, then we will, let me show you by demonstrating it. We will simply go to file. We will open our file, which is we have converted just in now. This is program1.exe. We have opened this file in our Oli debugger. Now see, when we have opened this file, we have automatically got this, which is empty for now. So if we run this simply now, we have run this program. Uh, we have run this program and we have got our output, which is no b is equal to b is not equal to 1, which is absolutely appropriate according to this code. So now what we will do, we will modify this code not in this notepad but in this Oli debugger. So what we will do, as I have run this program, it is showing terminated. So we have to rerun this. Now what we will do, we will search for all reference text strings in every code, whether we write code for any program or anything. we have some kind of text strings there in that particular code. Like here we have this text strings like yes, b is equal to 1, no, b is not equal to 1, like this. So these are our text strings. So we have got our output, no, b is not equal to 1, which we have seen just right. So that means that our program is able to run up till here. So what we will do, we have to modify this program so that we can get yes, b is equal to 1. We will simply apply a breakpoint here. You can apply the breakpoint using F2, or you can also apply breakpoint from here. So we have applied this breakpoint here. Now by simply double clicking, we can that particular reference text string in our main window. So now here the whole program is here. So now what we will do, in order to make sure that how our program is running step by step, I will apply a breakpoint at this very first step, which is push EBP. Means push, this is EBP means base pointer. So in order to see that how this program is running step by step, we will apply a breakpoint here and we will run this. So now here we have now our processor loaded, a program loaded in processor. And now if we will shift this, it is moved to next instruction, which is move ESP, EBP into ESP. It means move stack pointer in base pointer. In the similar way, we will move to our next instruction, which is subtract the 0 from stack pointer. After that, but we have similarly more instructions. We will go through that all. Here we have EBP minus 4, which is equal to 1. But if we will see here, right clicking here address relative to EBP, because here EBP minus 4 we have shown. So here we can see that EBP minus 4 is 2, but we have got it as 1. So what we will need to do, we have to assemble this. We will assemble this and simply change this 1 into 2. It got matched, that's why it shifted to our next instruction. And now what we will do, we will similarly proceed to our instructions. It reads on J and Z. After that, it is push program, and it is now on the command yes, p is equal to 1. So after this command instruction, we are on the instruction call program. Now, when after the call program instruction, I further proceeded, it directly crossing all the instructions. It just got on push EBP. Means it have covered all the instructions. Now, if I will run this program now, we have got our modified answer, which is yes, b is equal to 1. And you can see that here no modifications has been done. The program is same as it was earlier. So basically it was this was all these steps covered in software cracking. So what we have done, we have initially created a notepad file. Then we have converted that .c file in .exe file using the developer command prompt, which was downloaded using Visual Studio. After that, we have converted that .exe file. We have opened that file in our disassembler, which was Oli debugger. Inside that, we have modified our program in the processor section so that whenever next time we will open that particular file or program, we will get our modified program. So that after modifying it, we have got our answer, which is yes, b is equal to 1. आफ्टर दैट बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है जब हम लोग क्रैक्ड वर्जन यूज करते हैं सॉफ्टवेयर का, कोई मतलब क्रैक सॉफ्टवेयर क्रैकिंग करने की जगह हम क्रैक्ड सॉफ्टवेयर यूज कर लेते हैं. तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे, लाइक हमने program.exe फाइल जनरेट की थी, हमने उसको मॉडिफाई भी कर लिया। उसके बाद हम उसमें जो हमने अपना प्रोग्राम मॉडिफाई किया है, उसे सेव करके जब हम एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे, तो हियर हमने पहले क्या किया, रन करवाया था सिंपली program.exe को, तो उसने एग्जीक्यूट किया नो बी इज नॉट इक्वल टू 1। फिर जो हमारा मॉडिफाइड प्रोग्राम था, प्रोग्राम hack.exe, उसको रन करवाया, तो हमारे पास आंसर आया yes b is equal to 1। So in this way we can use track software। So that was all from my side, thank you।
Okay, okay, you are done, right? Hello, Simran. Please turn your cam on. Yeah.
Yes sir, I'm
Yes, thank you for your presentation. So, coming to this, so there are like multiple people, new people are joining. So I would like to just give a recap on like what basis we evaluate the presentation. So first of all, the self introduction was good. It was proper. And then the task introduction was also good. The context was there to like give you what was happening. The slide design was good. It was pretty generic, but it went well. It went well with the concept. It was good. But there was, in some slides there was too much text. You should have like edited them in a point-wise format. Okay. For example, like the intro slide and some other slides. But for other than that, your like output and everything, they were also like neatly placed. It was visible. So, and then sometimes like, you explained in Hindi because you have to like think that there are multiple people from multiple languages. It
yes
is okay if you are comfortable in Hindi, that is completely fine. But try to like have important points convey in English, and then you can switch to Hindi. That is not an issue.
sir,
But some
actually
of the
there,
points that you explained were like, quite important. That was from the explanation point of view. So it would have been really great if you could have also explained it here in like English for the like non Hindi speaking people. But that is completely fine. Your main the step by step what your explanation was, that was really great. I would give you that. There was some like problem with presentation that your demo was not visible, but that is negligible. That kind of like errors happen, but that is completely fine. Later you explained your demo really well. uh, but you took too long to explain the process part. We don't have like that much time. Okay, because it was important from like explanation point of view. That is why I didn't like stop you. But from next time onward, try to like have your presentation solo single presentation in like 20 minutes. Okay,
okay
so but it took long, but it was really well explained. Someone who has like really like put his mind to it, he could have like really easily understood. From like previous explanation of this topic, this was like really good explanation for the processing part point of view. uh, I will give you that. The conclusion was good. You properly give a recap of on like what happened. The ending was also good. Okay, so overall it was a really really good presentation. Okay,
okay sir,
yeah,
thank
thank
you
you.
sir।
Yes, so next is Mayank Malhotra.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please start with the presentation.
Sure. So is my screen visible?
Is loading. Yes, now it is visible.
Yes, on the screen. Yeah. My screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible. Please start.
So yeah, myself, Mayank Malhotra. I'm pursuing B and I'm in final year engineering. I'm from digital marketing group. So I was assigned the task of using Facebook graph API export to retrieve data insights So what are APIs? API stands for Application Programming Interface, which is a set of definitions and protocols for building various integrating application software to review the insights also. So introduction to the Facebook Graph API Explorer. What is Facebook Graph API Explorer? Facebook developers to create and test and debug their Facebook application. The benefits of using Facebook Graph API Explorer are with the help of API Explorer, you can quickly and easily access data from their Facebook apps and build a powerful application to retrieve to display the data insights. How to use the Facebook Graph API Explorer. I'll explain you to step-by-step process how to create a Facebook Graph API request. First, navigate to the Facebook developer website. If you click this link, you'll directly go to the website. If you have logged into the Facebook, your Facebook ID, profile name, and ID will be displayed over here. Here is your here will be your Facebook ID and your name. Next, step 2 will be set up your access token. You will need to create an access token with read insights to for the Facebook Graph API request. To get this request, click on the Get Access Token button. Under the extension permission, select Read Inside and click the Get Access Token button here. I'll show you in the video. So here is your user ID. Then you can go for the generating the access token. You can add a permission over here. In others section, you can scroll down and go to the Read Insights. After clicking the Read Insights, you can click the Generate Token. It will redirect you to a new login page where you can confirm your Facebook password. And like you will get your access token. After you get your access token, you can use to see different items associated with your Facebook account, such as different pages. Suppose you have a Facebook account with different pages. It will show you the different pages, list of different pages. Next is viewing page information. You can access the information on Facebook page for which you are a manager or you have created that page. This is basic for the getting the insights. To do this, type the name of your page. Suppose your page name is Hackweather. You can type your page name in the URL field and click the submit button. You can type your company name or your page name and click the submit button over here. It will show you the list of data of the insights. Then viewing the page insights, you can access page insights by typing insights after your page name and click the submit button. Suppose I type my company name and insight, it will show me a list of insights which are available for my page. Next is viewing specific insights. When we click insights, it will show us all the data, all the insights available for our page. For viewing specific insights, we can scroll to the Explorer panel to look at the insights and click on the ID for that particular insight. Suppose if I want to find the value of suppose say 23, if I click on 23, it will give me the insight of that particular day or request. Then next is putting up the query to use. The request which we get from the get access token is now set to retrieve a specific insight. So suppose if we retrieve insight, will give a insights of latest 3 days, But if we want to retrieve as data of some specific insights, suppose a day 30, then we can type slash your Facebook, your company name slash insight, your page name and a specific day, suppose day 30. Then it will give the insight of your day 30th day. Then after doing this, there's a platform called Clipfolio. It was created. It is a Canadian software company founded in 2001. Clipfolio offers an online dashboard. It is a kind of dashboard to display your insights. You can connect. You can connect with the access token you have got from the Facebook page to this website. It will help to automate data retrieval and then manipulate and visualize the data. The next step would be modifying the request URL using Clipfolio. By default, many request URLs will only retrieve data for a set of limited period of time, suppose 3 days. With Clipfolio, you have the ability to modify the request URL to retrieve data over a period of time of your choosing. Suppose you can retrieve data of 90 days, sorry, or 120 days, etc. So let's say suppose URL is this one. You can change the time period by calling a query parameter, that is question mark. If you add a question mark besides your page name, you can add a start date and an end date from which you want insights. For the start date, suppose I'll write since last 30 days, question mark, page name, question mark, since equals to parenthesis date dot last 30 days. This is a general syntax for writing the start date. Then for the end date, you'll have something like, and you can add ampersand until is equal to open parenthesis date dot today. So it will give the insights from last 30 days to till today's date. Yeah. So conclusion topics covered in this PPT was: what are APIs? Introduction to Facebook Graph API Explorer. Step-by-step guide to creating a Facebook Graph API request. What is Clipfolio, and modifying the request using URL in Clipfolio. So are there any questions? Any questions?
Okay, guys. So if you have any question, then you guys can raise your hand or give some different reaction to Mayank Malhotra. Other than that, you can also ask in chat. Else we can move on to conclusion of the presentation. Okay, I believe
I guess, yeah, no questions.
yeah, no one has any
So,
question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mayank. So it was a great presentation. For the task you were given, you created a really good presentation. There was proper self-introduction and task introduction, but your self-introduction was not quite audible because of some internet issue. Okay. And there were some internet issue in between. There like that API part that you were explaining, there was some internet issue, and then that get request that you explained, there was also some kind of internet issue. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sorry,
that
Simran.
part were not quite like there, but that is fine because it was audible. It was not that bad, but next time please like have a proper internet, because
Sure,
your
sir.
like the presentation was really going like really well. You were going step by step. You were following all the protocols. Like out of all the
Yes,
presentation, you actually followed the most proper protocols. Okay, but because of
yes,
internet
sir.
issue, it like broke the link. Okay,
Yeah,
but
yes, sir.
according to protocol, it was a really, really good presentation. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
so it was a great presentation. Yes, you will get your evaluation mark in quite some time. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you. So next is Talluri Ishuko.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, very good evening. Please start with your intro.
Good evening, sir. My name is TALLURI. I'm from Web Development Group, joined on January 16. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Sir, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Today I am going to share, present my two tasks, sir. I have done two tasks. My first task is
Did you get sorry, did you get mail to present both of your tasks?
no, sir. I have got only one mail.
What does it say? The project name and this?
Project name is, that task is not allotted to me right now. The project task submission is
No, you must have gotten a mail for scheduled presentation, right?
yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
in that mail, what did it say for the your presentation name was?
Sir, there the task has not allotted to me till now.
Wait, can you show the scheduled
Yes,
presentation
sir.
email? Just search hack whether. Yeah. So your
This task,
presentation name is, yeah, it is, your presentation is for the SRS document one.
yes, sir. No,
Yeah.
this task not allotted me, sir, till now. I have not presented my first task of doctor appointment.
That is completely fine, but you are only supposed to present the task you have been allotted to present. So you have been allotted to present the software requirement document.
No, sir. Like I have clicked the presentation for not this task, sir. I have clicked presentation for showing my doctor's appointment page.
Okay, so please can you put your email in the chat box, please? In Zoom chat. We can take your presentation, but I will have to cross check, right?
Yes, sir. I have clicked presentation for showing
Okay.
doctor's appointment and understanding client's requirement. But this is my task 3, which I have started today. Hello. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
wait, I am noting your email. Okay, so you are doing it for what task? Can you please name the task?
My first task is doctor's appointment page.
Okay, so doc appointment, and your second?
Understanding client's requirement specifications.
So you have been scheduled for, you wanted to schedule it for both of them, but you got scheduled for this the SRS task. That is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
is the problem. Okay. So yeah, you can
The
go ahead.
SRS task is
Yeah.
the
I will
SRS
talk
task
to
I
the
have
management
taken
about
today
that.
only.
Yeah, I will talk to the management about that.
Let me. Can I explain now?
Yes, please start.
Okay, first, this is a doctor's appointment task, and the content I am going to show in this PPT is introduction about the task, introduction to Figma, introduction to Locify database, web service, and web applications. First of all, the assigned task is designing doctor's appointment landing page, where users will see a modern and aligned web page of doctors, hospitals. Also implemented a search features like web page for searching nearby doctor and knowing the area also. We use PHP as a backend and MySQL as database and host our websites on hosting server. The tools we have used in this website designing is Figma, Locify, jQuery, PHP, and 000 web host and MySQL. The Figma is a free web-based design tool that allows us to create and collaborate on high fidelity interactive prototypes. It is also a vector design tool, meaning you can create detailed illustrations without losing quality. Another big advantage of Figma is that allows you real-time collaboration on the same file. Here is the Figma design, what I have done my landing page. After done with Figma part, we want to convert Figma part into code. For that, I have used Locify. Locify.ai is a development acceleration as a service platform that converts design to code. This is my Figma to Locify code converter. I have converted my Figma design to Locify. After that, I have designed a database by using PHP my admin. After that, I have write the web service part. The web service is a collection of open protocols and standards used for exchanging data between applications or systems. Software applications written in various programming languages and runs on various platforms can use web services to exchange data over computer networks. Web service is built using PHP language. Here is a sample of my code, which is this database name, database password, username, user password, web service code. After that, I have deployed my all code files in 000 web host. After that, for connecting backend to the front end, we use Postman before connecting directly. Postman is an API platform for building and using APIs. Postman simplifies each step of the API lifecycle and streamlines collaborate so you can create better APIs faster. It helps us to test the results and find the errors before directly applying on website. I have checked it on Postman. Here you can see that I have search of general physician and area of Surat. Below you can see the search result, doctors found near us. After that, we have used a jQuery request to make server and manipulate the DOM. jQuery is a fast and small feature-rich JavaScript library. It makes things like HTML, document traversal, and manipulates event handling, animation, and Ajax. Here is the jQuery code and the final result of the website. I will show you by short demonstration of my website. See here, the category I am entering general physician. And location I am entering Surat. See, after giving category and location, you can see the new doctors found near you. That's it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You said you had one more?
Yes, sir. And this is my second task, TM Master Web Application. The project name is TM Master Web Application. And the task is understanding client software requirement specification. In this task, we will discuss about software requirement specification that clients needs. Here, the brief of this topic, what the clients requires. I have drawn a flow chart. First of all, we want to book an appointment. After that, registration process. If they're not registered, if interested, they can book appointment again. If they registered, fill the form. After that, billing and confirmation. Store the data in the backend. After that, filling form, you want to select the package. Start with the package. Give the required details. The details like personal form, body measurements, etc. After that, formation of the diet chart. Remembering of daily or weekly, monthly. After completion of plan discharge. If they want to rejoin, you can click yes and select a package again and complete billing. If they don't want to rejoin again, you can discharge. Here the booking appointment page will have the basic details like name, email, phone number, etc. And send appointment sample can be email, WhatsApp, through SMS, any social media. Location of treatment at office or home visit online. And the evaluation form. In first page, there should be details regarding to the patient like name, age, weight, and what medical history he has previously. In the second page, medication list should consist of 4 columns. One is medication, dosage, sins, and reasons. Can also be empty and also use inputs. And the third page, fat scan, list of weight, total fat, BMI, age, etc. All these should be the inputs in third page. Fourth page, it is an evaluation form which explains first class fat. It should be done in offline. In fifth page, TJ personality form. It consists of total 45 questions and 3 parts. Here I explain all parts. Personality test form. This form will consisting of 4 sections. Section 1 will be total the selected choice of part 1 form. Section 2 will be the selected choices of part 2 form. Section 3 will be the selected choices of part 3 form. Section 4 will be the total of 1, 2, 3 sections. And this tool form, this form consists of 2 columns, can be selected multiple options, but heights one should be priority. Tool form and water intake form, 8th page, consisting of 2 columns. First row will be letters or glasses input. Second row will be any specific time or input. Symptoms form should consist of 3 columns. ABC should be selected from given option as per list given. At least the total count of A, count B, count C should be generated based on select options in each form. 9th page, medical conditions list should be selected from the given options as per the list. Food diary form and likes and dislikes form, like food patients likes and dislikes. There will be a veg, non-veg, spicy, fasting days of fasting, and cousins form should be in rows. It should be in input. What did they like eat and they don't like from different country food, and body measurements form. There should be a body measurements forms like neck, shoulder, chest, thighs, etc. Blood pressure for asking, and there should blood pressure column for asking and for inputs, and blood reports, and alcohol data form. Number of times in a week, how many times you drinks, number of drinks, type of drinks, cigarette, drugs, etc. And cook form, language Hindi or English, strength of the cook, simple or variable, things to do, TM diet chart. This will first contain some like oil used, salt used, spicy, dislikes of food, past days. There in TM diet chart, there will be a table, 3 tables, titles of food items, detox recipe to make. TM daily input reminders. For daily reminders should go. For weekly fat scan measurements, BP should be sent. For every 5 kgs, we want to send a pic for a reminder. Shopping list. Shopping list items can buy from the stores or can buy using any online platform. Discharge summary. Medication, while discharging, we want to give medication list comparison before and after. Fat scan comparison, body measure comparison, blood pressure comparison, picture comparison. What is the staff role management? Resume while join, like diet list, client list, package list, daily course, attendance, when they are in, when they are out, national holidays, personal leaves, monthly salaries, like that, etc. Thank you, sir.
Are you done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Okay. So for the doctor's appointment, it was great. It was good. It was acceptable. So can you share your screen, please? Share the screen and go to the presentation of your doctor's appointment, because you have really created your presentation in a really good way. So I would just like to point out something, because new people are joining today. They will also be doing the same task. So it will be helpful for them to know these things. Okay, so go to the first page, please. Yeah, so good. Okay, next. Okay, so here, you should have given a proper task introduction. When you are giving a task introduction, see, you and me, we are both in college. Okay, so we are used to doing things based on how we have done things in the college practicals. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So always there in the college practical, there are two things, that is aim of the practical and the apparatus and other things, like what you have used. So for apparatus, you have replaced it with the tools, what your tools are in the practical. So the tools part was good. It was really well explained, like what tools you have used. But for the aim part, it was not good. Okay, because in aim, you are supposed to explain what you will be doing as a task and why you are doing that task. What that means is, so suppose when you get a task that is a doctor search appointment, okay, that was a task. You should have explained what is a doctor search, what you understood from that requirement. Okay, that I need to clear a standalone single page application. That should be start of your presentation, that my task include a standalone single page application where I need to clear a single page application. User will only navigate between a single page. Okay, that is your main task. And in your task, what need to be done? Your task was to let users search the doctor based on the type of doctor on the the areas, what their place of residence is. When the search is there, they will get a list of doctor that needs to be specified at the start. That is your aim of the task. Okay, you missed that. That should be important part, like in your entire presentation. That is the most important part. Other than that, your tools was good. So go to the next page, slide number 3. Yeah. So see, in the task introduction, you have like, really well explained what I just said. You have explained it, but it is like, not clearly visible, because you have like, put too much text into it. You should have made it in a point wise format, so that even if like, people are not understanding what you are saying, they will easily just read it in a presentation and they will get to know. Because when you are doing a presentation, we are in online presentation Zoom meeting, I can clearly hear what you are saying. Okay. But when you are doing a presentation in like, open office, or like, open somewhere open, then the voice is like, sometimes not clearly audible. That is why we include like some proper meaningful text in the presentation, so that other people who have like difficulty hearing in, like some people are like, missing some kind of point, then they can clearly see in the presentation, and they will know what is going on. But there is too much text, it is like, really hard to read. Okay. Other than that, see the tool section. Go to next slide. That is a really good slide. Okay. It is like short and simple. I just know that what is going on. Okay. This is how it should be. Go to Figma slide, 5th number. Yeah, this is also good. I can just simply see what is it like. Figma is a web-based free tool. Yeah, that's it. I don't need to know anything else. That is a good slide. Okay, the content is really good. Go to next slide. So here, what you missed was what you missed, like the entire design part, like what the design is. When you explain a design, people get to know what your task is. Okay, so if I want to explain this design, what I can say that as my task was to create a single standalone page, single page application. So here, this is my design. This is only a single page design. This is designed for the desktop users, because your page is not responsive, right? So you have to specify that this is designed for the desktop users. And I have a simple navigation box so that users can navigate between my page. That when I'm like scrolling down, that I don't want to go to like, top by scrolling. I can just click in the navigation bar, suppose home, that I will go to, like, jump to the very top of the page. And I have like simple form, that is category and location. User can enter their category and location, click on the search button. It will give them like, list of user below by creating a new div. That is just a simple expression of 3 lines that should be included. You missed that, but your design is really good. It is really, really good. The colors are good. Your color palette is really good. The things are like finding a doctor and building a relationship. The doctor and relationship, you have like, highlighted them. That is a good thing, because when as a user, when I'm looking something, I want to look at the positive words. So first thing is like, when I'm visiting your website, why I'm visiting, I am looking for a doctor. You have specified it. My first thing that I see is doctor. Yes, this is the website that I want to visit. Next is relationship. That symbolizes, like a positive word. It give a positive feeling.
Yes.
So that is a good. Okay, by that is good. But you missed the design explanation part. So go to the next slide. Yeah, this is also good. Go to next one. See, so Figma to Locofy code. When you are like, explaining of exported code, when your code is being exported, so don't say that this is my export. Say like when you are using a tool that is Locofy, so your job is to explain about the Locofy itself. But you don't want to go in too deeply into Locofy. Okay, it will like just stress the presentation really good. So what you can say that look how Locofy export the code. So when the Locofy export, it is usually give the main HTML file, main CSS file. And on my screen, you can see there is a
CSS.
HTML and CSS file below the design. It gives a small snippet on the
Yes, sir.
design on the middle of the screen. Below that, there is HTML and CSS. Beside that, in the sidebar, you can see all the files that it has generated. They are all the helping and like, asset files. That is like simply explanation how Locofy exported your code in what format. That's it. That is all you need to. You missed that. Okay. So for like, other people who will be like presenting this doctor, this is important to like know this. So go to next thing.
Data.
So in here, your explanation was really good, like how things are doing, but you missed that why we are using PHP and MySQL. Okay, so you need to give some context, like why you have selected a tech stack. What is a tech stack? When you are using a tech stack, so suppose I am building a website. Okay, so website can be built by many ways.
Yes.
For the single page application, React is a very, very popular framework. You know, right? For a single page application, we use React, Vue, Angular.
React.
Okay, but why I'm not using React when my requirement is a single page application? Because my things can be done in this tech stack. It is really easy. I don't need to code HTML and CSS and all that part. This is simple designing and export and add 5 line of jQuery, 10 line of PHP, and like the 2, 3, 1 table of MySQL. That's it. Okay, that is all my requirement. So that is really simple compared to like setting up the React and then joining the MySQL table, going through the test, going through all the security things. Okay, but we don't need to do that. So you need to give some kind of context on like what kind of tech stack you are using and why you are using it. So why I'm using PHP and MySQL? Because like PHP is really simple language that can be used for this. For our task, it is really good. It gives the good performance. I'm using MySQL because the requirement is for the relational database, and MySQL provides the community version that is open source. So I'm using MySQL. That is simple explanation. Okay. So you missed 3 things in that. Other than that, it was really good. See the web services thing. It is really good. People before you, no one like does this part. No one like explain what is web services. That is a really good thing about your presentation. Go to next part. See, there was an explanation on Postman. What is Postman? That was really good. Like, what is your API? But in Postman, like, when you are explaining about Postman, you need to, see, and every time you are explaining up API, okay, a web service or an API, you need to explain like what format of your, the output is. So in this, you need to explain if you are getting the output in HTML format, XML format, or JSON format. Okay, so you missed that, but that is like clearly self-explanatory because most of the API are always in the JSON encoded format.
JSON.
Okay, yeah. So go. Other than that, it was really, really great. I just wanted to point things out that should be there. Other than that, it was really good. Your design is good. Yeah, I believe it is not responsive, but for like desktop application, there is a really good design. Now going to your like that document. What was that? Client document.
Client understanding.
Yeah. Okay, so for your doctor's appointment, it was really, really good presentation. Like people before you who have given their doctor appointment, it was the best one, I would say. Okay, so but in this client requirement, you need to give proper context on like what the client requirement is. Okay, you don't need to like read through all the document of entire thing. Just need to explain what the client requirement was, and then you can say that these are the points that I have included, and need to give like a good explanation. So suppose your client requirement is like see this flow chart is really good. You explained it really good, but why you are using this flow chart? Why your like software is in this format? How I will know?
Yes,
I
sir.
know that this is the client requirement, but why is it in this format? Why it start from the book appointment? Why there is fill form? What is the need of that? You didn't explain the context. Okay. And when you have like client requirement, when you are explaining that, you can create simple wireframes in notebook, add pictures of that, so that we understand what it is. Okay, so it was really good for the doctor's appointment, but this one is not that good. Yeah, although your flowchart explanation was really good. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Other than that, overall your presentation was really good. You follow the protocol. Even though your conclusion part was not good, you needed to have a proper recap of what we went through. Okay. Other than that, your entire presentation was really good. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for your wonderful presentation. So I will now move to next person, that is Vivek Parmar.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, very good. Let's start with the intro.
Present.
The intro and then task intro and presentation.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, my name is Vivek Parmar, and I'm here to present Cipher in Java under DRDO cryptography and a crypto analysis project. In this PPT, In this presentation, I will include introduction to Caesar cipher, how does it work with example and code snippet. So what is Caesar cipher? Caesar cipher is the simplest and one of the oldest method of cryptography. The Caesar cipher method is based on a mono-alphabetic order cipher and is also called a SIP cipher. So what is mono-alphabetic cipher? Mono-alphabetic cipher means that it will replace each letter of the plain text with corresponding letter of the cipher text. It will replace every letter which is available in message. It will replaced by other ciphertext. So Julius Caesar used the SIP cipher technique to communicate with his officer. For this reason, the SIP cipher technique is called the Caesar cipher. So around 100 BC year, Caesar used this cipher technique to communicate with his officer generals during war time to safely supply messages. So how does it work? Caesar cipher is the simple encryption technique that works by replacing each letter in a message with another letter that is fixed number of position down or up the alphabet. It is a form of substitution cipher. It's like a replacement cipher. It will replace every or each letter in the plain text. The idea behind the Caesar cipher is very simple. Each letter in message is shifted by the fixed number of position down the alphabet. For example, if the SIP value is 3, every letter in message is replaced by the letter that is 3 position down the alphabet. So A becomes D, B, C, D, 3, B, C, 3, B becomes E, C becomes F, and so on. If the SIP value is negative number, the letter are shifted up the alphabet. If let's take an example of X, we want to move it by 3. So Y, Z is be moved by 3. So one number is still left. So we will go up Z to A. So it will become A. So for example, let's say we have a message Vivek and we want to encrypt it using Caesar cipher with a key of 3. First step is to convert two messages to all uppercase, which give us uppercase Vivek. We do this because ASCII value is the American standard code for information interchange. It is a most common format for computer and internet. So for ASCII value, uppercase letter and lowercase letter has different values. Next, we shift each letter of message by the key values, which means we shift each letter 3 positions to the right. The letter V becomes Y, W, X, Y. Letter I becomes L, J, K, L. Letter V becomes Y. The letter E becomes H. Letter B, K becomes N. So our encrypted message is YLYHN. To decrypt the message, we simply shift each letter of the encrypted message 3 points to the left. The letter Y becomes V, the letter L becomes the letter L becomes I, the letter Y becomes V, letter H becomes E, and the letter N becomes K. So our decrypted message is now Vivek. So this is a live demo of the Caesar cipher. So here is Navrachna. He has position 2. The message is Navrachna. And it is a position is 2. So encrypted message is become PCXT where we will decrypt message and will become Navrachna. So here is the encryption code for Caesar cipher. I have used here for loop to go through each letter of the message. In second line, I have used char type to store shifted letter. In next line, I have used if condition to check if the ASCII value of ASCII value of shifted letter is greater than ASCII value of Z, then the following code will happen. So following code is like this: shifted ASCII value of shifted letter. Let's take an example of X. So ASCII value of X is 88. So uppercase ASCII value of uppercase characters are 65 to 90. So 88 is a value of X. So 88 plus 3, 91, which is out of 90. So shifted value, we will follow this code. Shifted letter ASCII value of shifted letter is 91. 91 minus ASCII value of Z, which is 90. So 1 plus ASCII value of A is 65. So 65 plus 1, 66 minus 1, which is 65. So now X will become A. This is a description method for Caesar cipher. So here I will use for loop to go through each letter of the message like before. I have used char to store shifted letter. Here I have used condition to check if ASCII value of shifted letter is less than ASCII value of A. So if we take an example of B, ASCII value of B is 66. It will go by 3 to 65, 64 and 63, which is less than ASCII value of A. So we will follow this formula. Shifted letter, ASCII value of shifted letter is 63 plus 90 minus 65 plus 1. So 65 plus 90 minus 65 plus 1. So 90 minus 65 is 25. 25 plus 63 is 88 and 88 plus 1 and 89. So now new value is 89, which is y. So B will become y. Now in result variable, it will store each letter which is decrypted in the result, and it will return all the decrypted message in return. Here I conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. It was good presentation. Okay, the demo was good and the explanation was step by step. Self and task introduction was good. The context was there. There was a little story on like origin of Caesar cipher. That was also good. But in some of the slides there were too much text. Okay, so try to like make it in point wise. And when you have like a really complex explanation to do something like a Caesar cipher and like when it is like your explanation is going too deeply, so try to include a flowchart or diagram. That is really it makes really easy for your viewers to understand what is going on. Okay, so that needs to be worked on, but that other than that your explanation was really fantastic. That was good. Someone who knows like little bit about like reasoning and the cryptography, they can easily understand it. That was good. But there was no conclusion. You needed to have some simple recap on like what we explained. Then it would have been like really good ending. Other than that, it was a really fantastic interview. Fantastic presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you for your presentation. So now I will move on to next person, that is Kalyani. Yeah, Vivek, you can stop your screen presentation.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please start with the introduction and PowerPoint presentation.
My name is Kalyani Kumari. I am from Bihar. Right now, I am pursuing my BTech from Siliguri Institute of Technology in specialization of information technology. So my presentation is to build a Java web application using Spring Boot. So can I share my screen, sir?
Yes, please do so.
It is visual, sir.
Now it is loading.
It is visible, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So my task name is build a simple Java web application. So the content I use is what is web application, what is Spring Boot, what is Java, how to build a Java web application using Spring Boot, what server and client, what is URL, what is servlet, and why servlet are useful for developing a web application. So the first is what is web application. A web application is an application program that is stored in a remote server and delivered over the internet through a browser interface. Web application services are web apps by definition, and many, also not all the website contains web apps. And the second is what is Spring Boot. The Java Spring Boot is a tool that makes developing web application and microservice with Spring framework faster and easier through three core capability: auto configuration and operand approach to configuration, the ability to create a standard application. And the next is what is Java. Java is a widely used object-oriented programming language and software platform that run on billions of devices, include notepad, computer, mobile device, gaming console, media device, and many others. The rules and syntax of Java are based on the C and C++ language. And the next is how to build a Java web application using Spring Boot. Java is one of the most used programming language for developing dynamic web application. A web application is computer software that utilizes the web browser and technology to perform tasks over the internet. A web application is developed on the web server. Java provides some technology like Simran and JSP that allow us to develop the deploy a web application on the server easily. It is also provides some frameworks such as a Spring Boot that specify the work and provide an efficient way to develop a web application. They reduce the effort of the developer. We can create a website using static HTML page and style them using CSS, but we need server-side technology when we want to create a dynamic website. In this section, we will see how to create a website using Java, Servlet, and HTML. Further, we will see how these technologies are useful in developing a web application. So the next is web server and client. In simple terms, the web browser you use on computer or mobile device are web clients. These are software designed to help end user access on the internet. The computer or device that store these resources are called web servers. And the next is what is URL? A uniform resource locator, a collector and termed as a web address in a reference to a web resource that specifies its location on a computer network and a mechanism for retrieve it. A URL is specific type of uniform resource identifier, although many people use the two terms interchangeably. Now the next is what is servlet. A servlet is a Java programming language class that is used to extend the capability of server that host the application assigned by means of the request response programming model. Also servlet can respond of any type of the request. They are commonly used to extend the application hosted by the web server. And the next is why servlets are useful for the developing a web application. HTTP servlet can read HTTP header and the right HTML coding to deliver a response to a browser client. Servlets are deployed to WebLogic server as part of a web application. A web application is a grouping of application components such as servlet classes, Java server packages, JSP, static, HTML pages, image, and security. And the next is web application using Java. Now create a servlet by right clicking on the Java resources folder. To create a servlet, right click on the SRS folder and navigation to the new servlet menu. Here provide the servlet name. Click to the first button. It will create a text saver as I specified of your server name. So that was all from my side. Thank you, sir.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So self-introduction was there, task introduction was also there, but I feel like you were just reading off the slide. There was no proper explanation on anything. Okay.
So I'm little bit nervous, sir. So this is my first presentation.
That is completely fine. But see, can you see the click to add notes section in your PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can always add anything you want in that section. That no, not that. Click to add notes at the bottom of your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you add anything here and have your presentation in a presentation format, this is like, just you have opened your PPT, but you have not entered in like full screen or like start slideshow. Okay, when you are in a slideshow, we will not see what is written in a click to add notes part.
Yes.
Only you will see. You can read it from there, but it was not like really well made because everything was there and you just read it off. There was too much text. It was not easily understood, but there was some diagram and diagrams for explanation part. I could only understood those slides because there were some diagram. I could just see and understand, yeah, what is going on. But it was like, too much information to take in. But explanation point of view, it was not great, but according to content point of view, what the content was in the slide, it was really good. Okay, you added really good content. It was easy to understand when I'm reading the slide. And like when I'm looking at the slide, it was really good, but it was too much text. Okay, you could have just read it. There was not an issue, but like add a smarter way of doing it, because you just ruined your slide by adding too much text. Okay, and it just make it like really obvious. But again, from the content point of view, it was really good. Okay. There was no conclusion. You could have just added a simple recap on like what we like went through. Okay, in the slide, then it would have been really well made. Even though like you just read it off, when you have given a recap, it will look like, yeah, you have given some kind of explanation. Okay.
Yes.
You missed that part. Other than that, it was yeah, it was fine. Okay, from presentation point of view, it was fine. You don't need to be nervous. Okay, everyone is having their first time presentation, so that is not an issue. Okay, and it is understandable. But next time, I'm expecting you to like give a better presentation than
Yes,
this.
sir, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So, is there anyone else left for the presentation? Abhay Shah, P. Pawan Kumar, I can't see your name in the scheduled presentation list. Okay, so is there anyone else left for the presentation? Please raise your hand. If you have presentation, then please raise your hand. Other than that, please turn your hand down, lower your hand. I will ask if there is general question. Abhay Shaw. Okay. Yes, wait, Abhay. Wait, I will just cross check your name. Sorry, but I can't see your name in scheduled presentation. Can you unmute yourself?
So I got the mail that on 3 March I had a presentation on Docker explanation.
On Docker?
Yeah.
Wait, but in the wait, I will refresh it. Can you turn your cam on and share the screen to let me see if it is there? Sorry, but in my list, your name is not there. Okay.
1 minute. sir.
I can see your name in task deadline, but it is not in this presentation schedule presentation list. Please add your email in the chat box and show me the mail that you have got.
So is my screen visible? Hello.
Yes, this is task allotment. You have been allotted the following task. That is your project name.
So
This
I'll just
and
need
this
to
task
uh,
description. No, this is something that you need to do. This is not the presentation. When you are giving like presentation, you will say that your presentation is scheduled. This is the name of the presentation. This is the timing. This is the task. This is what your task is. Okay.
so I'll just need to upload the PPT in the format, right?
Yes. You have you completed the task?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then no,
So,
your presentation is not scheduled. Okay.
so I'll be clicking on schedule a presentation.
See what the task is. Follow the instruction. Okay. Simply, what does it say? There is task instruction to what you need to do.
Okay, it's not mentioned that is to present.
Task instruction step
Okay, I'll-
1, step 2, step 3, and everything. See what is it in the task for delivery of presentation. Make sure you speak ready. Okay. Yeah. But you need to schedule your presentation if your task is done.
So can I click to like tomorrow? Can I click to schedule a presentation?
Is your task done? Are you done with this?
Yeah, I have made a PPT, 15 slides.
Okay, then you need to click on schedule a presentation, and also like this presentation that you have made, you need to record a demo video of it, upload it in a Trello. After that, you have to click on schedule this presentation. Okay, then they will see your uploaded PPT, and then you will be given a date and timing, a slot in this meeting. Then you can present it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please click on schedule a presentation after making a demo.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So is there anyone else left for the general queries? I believe we are done with the presentations. If you are done with the presentation and if you have any kind of general queries, please raise your hand. I will give you 30 seconds to raise your hand. All of you who are having the general query, I can see in lot of in the chat box. Please raise your hand. I will come to you. Please speak what your problem is. Then we will look into it. If you just have it in the chat box, I will not know the context. You can't just say today is my task deadline. So what should I do? Okay, you need to raise your hand. I will come to you. You need to tell me your name, which group you belong to, and then tell me what the problem is. Please raise your hand. I will give you 20 seconds to let everyone raise their hand. Then we will start with the general query section. Okay, now we will start with general queries. And when someone is speaking, you are not allowed to interrupt in between. I'm just allowing you to, so you can unmute yourself on your own, but you are not allowed to speak when someone else is speaking. You need to properly raise your hand or say it in the chat box. I will call your name. That is only when you will speak. Okay, Kuruba, go ahead. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Also, you
Okay,
need to turn your cam on everyone if you're.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Gordon and I am from December 15th batch. Actually, my provision period was ended in 15th, so I was trying to apply for the internship completion letter. I haven't receiving it from your side.
So you don't, you would not like to continue the internship?
No, sir. I like my
Okay.
college was started
Okay.
and the schedule was heavy, so I thought of stopping it. So I emailed
2 months are
it
done, right?
and
Your 2 months are
yes,
done,
sir.
right? Yeah. So
Yes,
you
sir.
need to just put it in Trello, I believe.
Sir, I kept 4 times and I kept tested also the 5th time, even
Okay.
though there is no solution for it. So I ended up like this.
Okay, maybe your message was overlooked because there are a lot of messages currently in the Trello. So can you put your email in the chat? I will forward it to sir.
Okay, thank you. Sir.
When you see what you should do is you need to like properly put in message that your probation is in, you don't want to continue the internship very further. Please provide the internship completion letter. This is your start date, end date, your email address, and your Trello handle. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
list of tasks you have done. I am just noting your email from my side.
I have done whatever you said, like I have completed 3 tasks and everything like my details, background, like my name, email, phone number, and whatever the tasks I have completed. I have only mentioned in the Trello. If you want, I can re-mention them today also.
Yeah, just re-mention it today. I will also like forward your email. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Okay, next Mayank Malhotra.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Actually, asked for a new task. I got the new task, but the
Yes.
links provided in the task are not valid. Actually, there's a 404 error.
Can you share the screen, please?
Yeah, sure. One
Because
second.
this meeting sir will see it, he will know what the error is. Okay?
Yeah, sure. One second. So is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. Can
Yeah.
you show me what links are not working?
So like this link, if I click, it's not visible. Yeah, there's a 404 error. Not only for this thing, but each and everything. Like if I click this
Okay,
also,
what
then-
is the name of task? Okay, so in the chat, copy paste the name of the task, your email address. Okay,
okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
yeah, yes, I will forward it to sir. He will send you an email. Okay,
Sure, sir.
or if possible, he will directly send you the links in the Trello itself.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yes, yes. Okay. Okay, next is Tanushri Bhushan.
Sir, I can't access the tax reference link. There was an error.
Yes, please share the screen and let me know what reference links you are talking about.
Okay, sir. Sir, this is the tax reference link, and then I have clicked the link, and there was an error. Sir, this is the problem.
Okay, card not for, are you from the Java group?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Java group card not found. Copy paste the task name in the email that you have received and your email address and put it in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
In the email, you must have received the task name, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please copy paste it and in the chat box and also include your email.
Okay, sir. And there was and also a query. Sir, after I have tasked my complete my tasks, so what should I do, sir? In
Yes.
Trello?
Yes, yes. When your task is done, you will give, first of all, you will give your daily progress update. Okay, whatever you are doing, you will give it your progress update. After that, when your task is done, you will create a simple demo and post it in Trello. Say that your task is done. This is the demo. And you will click on assign new task. And then you will click on schedule a presentation to give your demo. Okay. So that they will know that you have posted a demo. And if you, they will know, yeah, when you post that, your task is done and then you have to click on assign new task. Okay.
Okay. Sir, so my Trello.
Yeah, the card not
wait a
found is error. We will look into it.
Sir, wait a second, sir. Please see the option, sir.
Java developer group board. Okay. Yes.
Sir, after add my complete my task, then daily progress upload in Trello.
Yes, yes. You need to update your progress and in the email you must have received a card link. Can you go to your email? Go to your
Yes.
Gmail. That task mail. See, there is update your daily progress in this card. Can you click on it?
Sir, ये तो error तो ये.
Okay, so you
There
are
was.
error in this one only, right? So
Yes, sir.
for now, what you can do is in Trello there is a common board. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go in the common board. In there is an option of progress update. Okay. So for now, when there is a problem with the card, you in the common board progress update, you can say this is your Trello handle and this is your batch. Like you are from Java developer group and this is your today's this progress update. Okay. Do that only and only when there is some problem with your Java card. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I will convey this message to sir. The sir will look into the issue and let you know. Okay, there is progress update card. See in the comment.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Can you click on it? The progress update. Yeah. Don't click here. Click on cross. It is beside upgrade for view. Don't change any kind of settings. Click on progress update.
Progression.
It is a card name as this one. Now scroll down. Scroll down more. Yeah, see, there is an option of write a comment.
Okay, sir.
Scroll up, scroll up. You are scrolling down. It is on the top below activity.
Okay, sir.
Not here, not in show all action. It is on the very top. Okay. Just
Oh,
find it.
top of.
Yeah, write it. Like add your all the progress and write a comment section. Okay. Then a comment will be added.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look into your issue. Please add the task, this task name and your email address in this chat.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You will get the forwarded mail, or you will get this link in the Trello itself in the comment board. Okay.
Okay.
Or anywhere you will get, you will be tagged in the notification area. You will be able to see if someone has tagged you or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you. Next is Nikhil Biradar.
Hello, sir.
Yes. There is some internet issue. I can't hear anything.
Actually,
I can't hear you.
I'm Nikhil Biradar from Java Developers Group. First February. Is it visible? Is it audible now?
Yes.
So can I turn off my cam on?
Okay.
There is a bandwidth issue,
Cam
I
is
think.
not working anyway.
Now, sir?
Yeah, please speak.
Sir, now I am audible?
Yes.
So
yes.
can I turn off my cam? That there is a bandwidth issue, I think.
Yeah, just tell me what there
Yes.
is.
So I'm from Java Developers Group, first web intern. I had allotted 2 tasks before. One is hello, I'm audible, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I had allotted one task, that is building Java application by using Spring Boot. As I don't have any prerequisite about the Spring Boot and all, so I could not able to get that task, that how to perform it. So can you suggest me anything that how to complete it?
Show me the task email.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
So here is the task.
Everything is there, like what you need to do. What
Sir,
else you want?
here just the introduction is there of Spring Boot.
See, you are giving things like, that you need for this task. Okay. Other than that, if you have any kind of issue, this is a technical issue. You are not supposed to discuss it here. You have to put it in Trello that I am having this issue. Please guide me. Okay. Just post it in Trello that I can't understand this thing and please guide me. Because this is not something that is like stopping you from doing this task. Okay. That is not like a issue from our side. If you are not able to don't understand like Spring Boot, then of course you have to learn it and you have to find the resources. If you want some recommendation, you can certainly ask your teammates or tag Devanshu sir and let him know that please give you some resources. Other than that, it is up to you how you will complete it. If you
So
are
who is the
having
mentor
some
for
issue,
Developers Group?
sorry, I don't know about that, but please, like, I believe it is Devanshu sir. Devanshu sir is mentor for all of us, so you can always tag Devanshu sir. Okay, and if you have like some, like general notification to make, like anyone can answer it, then please say @ bold.
Okay, sir.
then everyone will get a notification that you are posting something. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. It is Devanshu sir himself. Please tag him.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So Gaurav Kumar.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Please turn your camera.
Sir, I have a problem of like I got a task that wait, sir, I will share the screen, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, I will show the screen share, sir. I will show you the task, sir. In that task, the second
Yes,
option reference.
sorry, if there is some internet fluctuation. Can you just wait? I will let you know. I will just check my internet. Yeah, please.
Sir, I will show my task. There is some reference, second reference.
Okay.
Is it visible, sir? Wait.
Yes.
Sir, it is this one, sir. Second one is not responding, sir. It is 404, sir.
Okay. Who was the person who just talked with me? Someone was same from the Java group, right? Can you
Yes,
turn
sir.
your mic on, please? Nikhil Biradar.
Yes, sir.
You guys are having the same mail. Are you also having
Yes,
the
yes,
same issue?
yes, yes, sir. Actually, one of the link is
Link
not.
is not working. Okay.
Yeah,
So
one of the link is not working.
okay. Nikhil Biradar and what is your name? Gaurav Kumar.
Yes, sir.
You are having issue of that reference thing is not working.
Yes, sir.
Please put the name of the task and your email address in the chat box. Nikhil, also you also put your name and email in the chat box. Okay. And Gaurav and Nikhil, what you guys can do, because you are having the same task, you guys can contact each other in the Zoom itself. You can personal message him your number or your email address, anything you are comfortable with. You guys can make a do a task as a group. But do your task in a separately, but you guys can contact each other to help each other if you are having some issue. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. And if there is someone else having the same task, you can also ask him to and have a group meeting to help each other. Like what you understand, you can teach him and he can teach you. But do your task separately. But for helping process, if you are getting some error or something, you can ask each other. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Please put your task name and email in the chat. I will let sir know. He will update the reference link. Okay. Okay. Next is Rohan.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Turn your camera on, please.
Sir, like day before yesterday, I joined as an intern in embedded and IoT. Sir. But
Okay.
now I wanted to change the group to web development. Sir.
Sorry, you can't change
Will
it.
I be able to?
No,
Cannot change. Sir.
No, you can't change it. You have to be there for 1 month, and we will see your performance. Other than that, you have to see what to do. Okay. You simply cannot. But for now, see in welcome ceremony, there was a number given by Sun. You can contact him, but for my knowledge, you can't change your group. Okay.
Okay.
I will let sir know. Please put your email in the chat box. Okay. And if you want, you can contact him through in Trello. Okay. Contact him in Trello. Tag @Devanshu Shukla and post your query. He will let you know. Okay. You can post it in common word.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Please put your email in the chat box. I will also convey. Also put your currently in which branch. Sorry. But certainly from my knowledge, you can't change it anyway. Okay. We will see. Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else left for the general queries? I can see multiple people are posting something in the chat. So yeah, you what I said, you need to raise your hand so I will know. Raise your hand and turn your cam on and mic on. So that if there anyone is left like you who is not like saying anything, then they will also know that they also need to turn your mic on and cam on. So we know that some people are not receiving the activation name. Yes, so when did you join? The date of what was the date?
1st March.
1st March. Okay. 1st March. You received the email that your present this is going on. Like you are invited to join on 1st March.
Yeah.
Okay. Please put your email. I will let sir know. I believe yesterday was also someone else having the same query, but he found some problem with this information. That
It
is why
was
it
me
was there.
actually.
No, there was also one more person with you. There was some problem with this information. That is why he didn't receive the activation and the discontinuation. We have to check with you. Sir will contact you if there is any problem. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, please like wait for 48 hours after today. Okay, I will let sir know because today it is already night time. So I will let sir know tomorrow morning. So from tomorrow morning, wait for like 48 hours. If you didn't receive it by the Tuesday, please join the meeting and let me know. Okay. Yeah. Put your email in the chat box. Is there anyone else that having the same issue of the activation not received? And for the task, you guys need to wait for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, if you have not received your task and if you receive the attendance email after 48 hours, you can click on assign new task. You will be assigned a task. Okay, Shreya, I got your mail. So I believe this is we are done with everyone's presentation and this general queries. So we will end this meet now. So thank you for joining. We will meet again next week, Tuesday. The meeting timings are always Tuesday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you for your presentations and general queries.